Hello everyone and welcome back to Covetous Imp Gaming. Today I want to talk about the third phase of 1D&D testing, specifically the Cleric stuff and the other stuff that was covered as well. Please, when you're done with this video, hit the like button, leave us a comment below about the things that you liked about this, what excites you about 1D&D, etc. Hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're alerted to our future content, and check us out on Facebook and Patreon. Those links are down below. The first thing that was covered was your character will no longer be described as a race, but as a species. Species to me feels very sci-fi. There's this science-y aspect to it, and it doesn't feel very high fantasy to me. And again, this is just my opinion, but I would have preferred something like ancestry or heritage, especially when you get into your character that is half-orc, for example. If you're looking at your ancestry, you could say my orc side and family tree, my human side and family tree, and how they came together, why they came together, and what caused you to enter this world. It expands on your backstory so much more just by putting it to the name of ancestry. They went on to clarify and add some rules in for a couple of species, one being the Ardling. They can now fall under these subclasses of climber, flyer, racer, or swimmer. And it's whichever animal you have as your other half. They clarified some rules on Dragonborn and pretty much just brought them in line with, I'm pretty sure, Fizzbands. And finally, the Goliath is now I'm guessing, core race. And when you make a Goliath, it is very much like making a Dragonborn. And you pick a giant that is your ancestry, basically. And you get an ability based on that giant type. And a lot of those feel very overpowered at the moment. I know they're limited to your proficiency bonus, but some of them are, big spikes of damage or using your reaction to negate a ton of damage. They all seem really good. And now what I think is the biggest news out of all of this are the updates to Cleric. Cleric got a massive overhaul in this update. They no longer get their divine domain at level 1. It is now pushed down to level 3, and I almost wonder if that's going to be a across the board, just every class picks up their subclass at 3rd level. To replace your divine domain, channel divinity got pushed up to level 1, and it was good before. It's amazing now. It's now goes off of your proficiency bonus, so you start off with 2 uses of channel divinity per day. And they added in a new channel divinity called Divine Spark, and this is available to any cleric, like Turn Undead. And this is rolling d8s equal to your proficiency bonus. So at 2, you can either throw out a 2d8 heal 30 feet away or 2d8 damage 30 feet away. And this is a ranged heal that is a full action. So where that held action ranged heal hasn't really been a thing in 5e at all. And my brain immediately went to, this is something that can be easily abused or beautifully role-played to the same effect. That whole, I want to hold my action to channel divinity and heal Tom over there if he goes down. Or when that monster hits Tom, I want to use my channel divinity to heal him. Where that kind of feels abusey, but it could almost be, I'm taking this time to call out to my god and ask for them to perform this action to save my friend if he takes a fatal blow or a near fatal blow. At the same time, I think with Grave Cleric, if you're at 0, you don't roll, you just get the max. You're looking at 16, 24, 32, 40, just instant healing going out. And you're doing that if somebody's at 0, you're at by the time you have 5 uses of it, you're doing 5 times, 40 full points of healing. Anytime somebody's at 0, just hey, God of my choice, I need this guy to get healed like right now. Oh, here's 40 hit points. The next new thing for clerics was a holy order, and this was 3 different options that you would pick at level 2. One being protector, that gives you your martial weapons and your heavy armor. The next one is scholar. It lets you learn a few extra skills and allows you to add your wisdom in addition to any other bonuses that you already have. The last one was Thaumaturge, and that one gives you an extra cantrip from the divine spell list, and on a short rest, you get back 1 channel divinity every time you short rest. All the holy orders sound really good, so I think that these are hard choices to make. Luckily, you do end up with 2. You pick your first one at 2, you get another one at 9. They also put out some spell changes for mainly the cleric list. The biggest one being spiritual weapon is now a concentration spell. I know that is going to get a lot of backlash, but unfortunately, it does make sense that you're literally concentrating on a swinging hammer that you are in full control of, or a swinging whatever you chose to summon. It's there because of you, and you're telling it what to do, which means you're concentrating on it, and it does make sense, I think. And I hope that the general consensus in the community is that does make sense. I know that as new editions come out, there's a lot of trepidation, and there's a lot of, in this case, there's a lot of anger towards this change, even though it's literally just a backwards compatible rules update, for lack of a better term. Yes, this cleric is a massive overhaul, but I do think it's a very good overhaul that the class in general needed. The class benefits greatly from these changes. I think this is why the feedback system is in place. If you hate one of these rules, use the feedback system. They've put out basically their standards for the incoming feedback, and if something's 90%, this is awesome, it's probably going to go to print. If something comes back at 60%, this is awesome, or 50%, this is awesome, it needs some kind of tweak, and not just giving it the thumbs up, this was awesome, but if spiritual weapon, for example, if you hate that spiritual weapon rule, say, I don't look at spiritual weapon in that way. I look at it that my God put that weapon there, and my God is the one that's controlling that weapon. And if that's your take on it, then either the rule would change, or if the rule does go to print the way that it is, then it's something that you and your dungeon master can hash out. And if your dungeon master views it like that, then you have at the table rule, even though the in-print rule is what it is. So as always, it's something that you and your DM can always work out on the side. But all in all, the feedback system is there for all of us to participate in this testing. That's all I have for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know every time one of these playtests comes out, I get very excited to read through it, and it's all for players. I haven't seen any of the new DM stuff yet, but every time this stuff comes out, I'm very excited to see how it plays out at the table. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all the support, and we'll see you soon.